Um, what? Login? What? What in the pictures? Oh, okay. Oh, that's adorable. How did I get all this? Sure, I'll use that. Oh, I earned a trophy. Your desktop wallpaper cannot be changed due to administrative policy restriction on this computer. For more information, contact your system administrator. Why? Can I set? Oh, let me set her. Oh, music. Oh, this is cool. I'm gonna stop that because no, 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 no. I don't want to get in trouble. Okay, everyone, welcome back to Doki Doki. I have no idea what this screen is because this is not what was there the last time I loaded the game up. Um, okay, why am I... What the... What? What's going on? What's going on? How do I load my game? How this is I don't know what this is. What did I do? What did I do? This game is not suitable for children. I did something. Wait. I'm confused. What the fuck was that? It loaded a computer screen. Is my game even here? It is. What was... Okay, I don't know what I'm doing. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through the text you've already read. Okay, first, there's something fairly obvious here that Yuri is telling me. First, I will make sure I'm recording. Am I recording? Yes, I am. Okay. sorry. I had to make sure. I was like, that caught me off guard, the computer screen loading up. But, anywho, I'll definitely start reading it soon. So, welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. As you recall the last time, our best friend Sayori talked us into coming to check out a club, and we ended up going to hers because she promised she'd bring someone in. That's my dog barking outside my door because he wants in here. He always does. I have a window that he can see to the front yard. He loves it. Alright. So we came to meet the girls, which we met Natsuki, who's a baker, Yuri here, who seems to be like the avid book reader, and Monica, I believe that's her name. She seems to be like the leader. She's apparently the most popular girl in school, and way out of our league according to us. Yuri so far has to be my favorite. One, she's got purple hair, but her biggest thing that attracts me to her is the fact she reads. Natsuki seems to read too. She likes manga and stuff like that. I'm not sure. Sayori, it seemed like she did poetry. Anyway. So, let us continue with where we left off. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyway? Well, there's my dog. He just opened my bedroom door. Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. See, yep, there with me, my dog. Go this way. Up. What you doing? What you doing? You want to say hi to everyone? You want to say hi? Nope. He just kissed me. Alright. I just wanted to make sure I don't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost younger sister. But as soon as she does so, her life gets really strange. She gets targeted by these people who escaped from a human experiment prison. Oh, jeez. And while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationships with an S, sorry, and her life starts to fall apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Mary made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came from nowhere. I mean, I read a book called The Infects, and this boy ends up going to I guess like a juvenile camp is what it would be, and he wakes up from sleeping and a lot of the people there are all zombies and stuff like that. It's quite interesting because it goes back and forth, and then it ends up. I'm not gonna say. I can't say. It was a very good book. I would suggest reading it. I don't. Who's the author of it again? I know I'm rambling. I'm sorry. Because this would be a good, the worst time my dog ends up seeing something outside the window. You silly little furball. Why is it you bark at everyone? Please forgive him. Calm down. Yeah, so. He's got a big bark for such a small dog. But anyway, Yuri made it so. Okay. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Yokarina? Oh, I am. Like I said, I read The Infects. Oh, I remember who wrote it. Sean Bedoin? I don't know if that's how you pronounce his last name, but I suggest reading it. It was very good. Now, I'm the type of person who has I've got more books than I can put up. And Yuri, I'm also the girl who has a want to read list, and I'll maybe read 1 or 2 books off of it, and then I'll add 20, 30 more to the want to read list. It's like I'm never gonna make this go down. So me and you would get along perfectly. No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. She's so cute! I swear. She is. I love her. I barely know her, but I already like her. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri. I called her Yuri. Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. That's usually how it is. Gotta look at what's on the inside. It's just that those kinds of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a strange new perspective. I like the way you think. When horrible things happen, not just because someone wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals of their own philosophy that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? No! I was rambling earlier about a book, so don't worry. Should ask my partner when I do that. Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. Yeah, this is the literature club. We're supposed to be talking about books here. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. Trust me, I've got a bookmark thing that goes on my book that says, shh, I'm reading. So I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. You're fine, Yuri. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. Yeah. Uh, that's, well, that's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Dots. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Uh, yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. That's, I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not very used to. You're not used to reading next to someone? Yeah, I do it all the time. Whether it's my partner or my fur doll. That is, reading in company with someone. Oh my god, you're so cute. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Uh, Alright. I open the book and start reading the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yes, I agree. I know that feeling. Do I do better now with reading when I have my partner here or my little furball. I don't know what it is. It just feels comfortable. So I know exactly what you're talking about. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. Looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I I do. I don't really mean to. Sorry. Definitely sounds like me. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up till it's up against yours, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. This is so cute. I love it. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead, I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Aw, Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side. Where's everybody else in front of us? I guess they're not around this area. Left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. This is cute. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. I've never actually done this before, except, reading like with my grandma and my papa, and maybe my mom sometimes. But no, I've never read like this, mainly because my partner isn't as much of an avid reader as I am, and he's very particular on what types of books he reads. While me, I'm all over the place. That way, I turn the page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. This is adorable. I swear to God, I'm probably gonna say that a lot. This game is so cute. Even the music. But I'm holding it like this. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer together than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again and our eyes meet. She's looking at me now. Aw, look at the little blush. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? Aw, a little smile. I don't mind being patient if it takes you a bit longer. It's probably the least I can do. Since you've been so patient with me. Yeah. Thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, let it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Wow, your phrasing is good. Hey Yuri, this might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she also second guesses all of the things that she says and does. Like she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of some of your mannerisms. I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But Yokorina, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. That's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait! I don't think that we meant it in a bad way. I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Speaking of the devil. Sorry, I really didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. Dots. I don't have to do the dots. I just should probably just be silent, but you know. I guess I more meant that it's kind of cute. Uh, what are you saying all of a sudden? I think that's I. Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. Monica coming in with the stealing of the moment. How dare you? We were having a moment. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Ah, your exhales. Spared from. I am having trouble reading today. Spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. Uh, it's not. It's fine. Yuri's releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. You don't have a bookmark? By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I know, I don't do poetry. I can't write it. So, yeah, I always hated this part in my writing class. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? I can't wait! Sarah and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. Of course it is. She gives off that aura. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. Oh. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Yuri! Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Hi, Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that word out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. Aw, I made her embarrassed. He's going to hate me. Oh, I can hear what she thinks. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery, I swear to God, I do read. Imagery and metaphors indicate you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. I like her. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think that the most noble thing I recognize is new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick up a writing style separate from the topic matter and they form fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. I'm not much of a writer, even though I did a stupid writing contest and won, but other than that, I've never done that again. My partner does D&D stories. Once Jerry finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes down with practice and learn. It all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuki's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Well, it's a new club, so give them a break. Okay. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by sickening blue-green hue of the future. I'm bathed. Calms, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. That was gorgeous, actually. I'm sorry. I have such terrible handwriting. Oh no. What? I wasn't thinking of that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. I did. I liked it a lot. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Yuri, I've seen poems where there's 3 word lines written. So, no, it's not short. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? I mean, I am. I've had a ghostly experience, but we're not going to get into that one. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Yokarina. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint picture. Picture's worth 1,000 words. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Yeah, it's always impressive how much you can put in just simple phrasing. How much emotion and personality you can do. It's nothing, really. Yours is impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Yokarina. Aww. You should do the best for you, okay, Yuri? Not for me. If you want to do something for me, but always do it for yourself first. Aww. Me too. Who should I read my poem to next? We're gonna go to Sayori's. Hi, Sayori! Hi, bestie. This is a good poem, Yokarina. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe because 1, you tricked me into here, and 2, I felt guilty because all these girls were sad looking and looked dejected, and I'm like, I can't handle this. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Your sarcasm. I like it. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Yokarina. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees a full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Buddy? My loafer ball. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? God, you are lucky. I adore the fuck out of you, buddy. No, I'm kidding. I do adore him, though. I would never do anything to him. He's my little bean. My little baby bean. That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Okay, dear sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, make me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Wow, that's cute. Are you asking me to come out and play? Where'd my tissue go? Oh well, dang it. Buddy probably took it somewhere. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I like the rain though. I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That ain't... I want breakfast. Oh my god, Sayori, your ending. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast, even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Sayori, I swear. Who should I show my poem to next? We're gonna go with Natsuki. Hi. You, I'm a little iffy on right now, but you know, I'm not gonna be mean. Okay. We're just sitting here. Yo, Karina, if you're not gonna take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? Yeah, right now I do. I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put effort in effort. We all start somewhere, right, buddy? Stop it. If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Wow, you're really mean. Poetry can come in be written in any way. I mean, like roses are red, violets are blue. Hello? That's a poem, right? I think. Don't quote me on that one. Anyone? Probably just made myself look like an idiot. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race. Owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. And you question my poem? Really? Yeah. I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. I don't. He does. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? I need a tissue. I'm coughing up a lot of phlegm and it is not going good. Seasons change and I get sick. Let's hope I don't get another cold or worse, the stomach flu. Oh god. Well, I'd rather have a stomach flu than cold because the cold makes my nose and I cannot sleep without being able to breathe through my nose. I can't sleep with my mouth open. I just can't. I've tried. Odd comment. Anywho, why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Ow, I'm sorry. Hey, you made comments about my poem, so I can say what I want. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. 'Cause eagles can fly. And no one knows that. Life, like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. And owls seek. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Oh boy. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Okay, Monica. Who should I read next? You're last. Monica! Hi, Yokarina. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things, we can do better. I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Ocarina. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? She is cute. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Ocarina. I was going, oh, in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Wow, thanks. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectation low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked out anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, he likes using simple and direct words to describe a happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. Yeah, I do like that type of writing too. It's very challenging to write that like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by the feel, or letting them deeply analyze all the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Oh, don't get so sad, Monica. I'm sure your poem's gorgeous. Or amazing. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure you'll end up trying different things a lot. Oh no, I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I'm comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. Well, thank you, Monica. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Oh, Monica, I'm sure your poem is amazing. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I'm always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel blind. Like a film let out in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with the permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything, a hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Wow, all of these poems are something else. I will say, I could never do this. Except maybe I could probably write like Natsuki. and maybe Sayori at the end with the I want breakfast. So, what do you think? Monica's, yours was amazing. I have to say, yours, Yuri's, and Sayori's are my favorite. No offense to Natsuki. I'm serious. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the filming between words and lines. My dog keeps moving around. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Every time I hear the word epiphany, all I think of is Sweeney Todd's song. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica. Writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. That's actually pretty nice. Thanks for listening. That was actually very... Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glanced around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities, even if they're just being nice. There's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is the literature club, after all. Alright. I'm gonna have to cut it short here. Well, cut the day off here. So, we will continue on, I think, Saturday, because my partner is off tomorrow, so I'm going to be spending the day with him. And I will record, because I think he works Saturday, but I can't remember which time. So if it's in the afternoon, you can expect 2 more videos up. So I hope you all enjoyed this video. I'm really liking this. This is adorable. I'm definitely liking Yuri. She's my favorite one so far. Are you sure you want to override this save? Yes. So, that was part 2 of Doki Doki. I'm still I trying to figure out how. I don't see what's so unnerving about it, except for what happened at the start of the video. That kind of unnerved me because it booted up like a computer BIOS. So I was like, what the fudge is this? And then it's like a computer screen. I'm like, what? This is not how you started out the first time I played you. What the fudge? But anywho, other than that, having a lot of fun. My first ever reading story, whatever you call this type of game. So I will see you all later. Have a good morning, afternoon, or evening, whichever time it is for you. Leave a like, comment, or subscribe. And I will see you all later. So, ciao for now. Say bye, buddy. Bye. He wiggled his tail, so that's him saying bye.